and girls. Welcome to Julia Hampton's Morgan Storytime. I'm Miss Frida.
And I'm Miss Lindsay.
And we're going to start off with our roll call song. So I will ask all the boys here today, shout hooray. If you're a boy, I want you to ball your fist up and shout hooray. Then we will ask if all the girls here today, shout hooray. And if you are a girl, I want you to do a cheer and say hooray. Then we will ask if all the kids here today, and everybody do what, Lindsay? Shout hooray. So can you clap for me? There we go.
All the boys here today, shout hooray, hooray. All the boys here today, shout hooray, hooray. All the boys here today, we will learn to laugh and play. All the boys here today, shout hooray, hooray. All the girls here today, shout hooray, hooray. All the girls here today, shout hooray, hooray. All the girls here today, we will learn to laugh and play. All the girls here today, shout hooray, hooray. All the kids here today, shout hooray, hooray. All the kids here today, shout hooray, hooray. All the kids here today, we will learn to laugh and play. All the kids here today, shout hooray, hooray.
So that was fun, and we did that song to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. Now we have one more for you that we're going to do, and it's by Disney's Imagination Movers. And the song that we're going to do is Mover Music Jump Up. So I put a hand play to this, and what I want you to do, if you can find a seat, find your chair that you can sit down in. If you can't, that's fine. You can stand up, and Miss Lindsay is going to demonstrate it to you standing up. So what I want you to do to find your seat, and I want you to drum on your knees like a drum. Can you do that for me? Can you pat your knees? What about standing up and patting your knees? What about jumping up and down and patting your knees? Can you run in place? Can you turn around? Well, these are all the things we're going to do in the next song. So I want everyone to find you a seat and put your hands on your knees, and let's get started. Can you sit and drum on your knees like a drum? Now can you sit softer? A little softer. A little softer. Now can you get a little louder? We hear those drums and we're drumming and we're drumming. And we're drumming and we're drumming. A little louder, please. Now can you freeze and strike off notes? All right. Jump up and tap, 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 get down. Tap, 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 stand up. Now can you turn around for me? And turn around. Try not to fall and get dizzy. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Turn around, turn around. Good job.
So our story for today is Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. And the story is by Eric Litwin, and the art is by James Dean, who's also the creator of Pete the Cat. Okay. Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons. red shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. So we had 4. How many buttons are left? The answer is 3. Because 4 minus 1 equals 3. But did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Because buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. So he had 3. How many buttons are left? 2. Because 3 minus 1 equals 2. But did Pete cry? Goodness no! Because buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. So he had 2. How many buttons are left? 1. Because 2 minus 1 equals 1. But did Pete cry? Goodness no. 'Cause buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. He had 1. How many are left? 0. Because 1 minus 1 equals 0. But did Pete cry? Goodness no. 'Cause buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? So he's got no more buttons. He looked down, and there was his belly button. And he kept on singing his song. It's all good. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. Buttons come and buttons go. The end.
The end. So we hope you enjoyed our story time, and we truly miss our patrons and the kids that come to story time. So see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.